All right, ran out of time, so we're starting again here with part 2. All I did on that last screen was click continue. So now it says they want to know more about our income. Did we receive any Social Security benefits, meaning that we are retired and they're sending us money from when we paid into Social Security all the times that we have worked? We are not retired. We're in fact just starting working, so no, we did not. Did we receive any interest payments? As far as we know, we didn't, so we're going to stick with no. And we don't have any children at all, so nope. Did we receive any dividend payments? That would be in the form of if we had some stocks and they were paying us dividends, or sometimes your banks will pay you dividends, so no. Did we sell any investments? No. Did we own a foreign bank account? No. So there's a lot of things that don't apply to us, just like when we're filling out the 1040s on paper and pen. Okay, so here's our income. That's right, we only worked at Dairy Queen. That's how much money we made. It's as simple as that. So we can click Wrap Up Income. Okay, we did not get affected by a natural disaster. We did not exchange any virtual coin, any Bitcoin. Okay, so we're going to look for some tax breaks now. So what they're going to do is they'll ask some questions for us and then try to save us some money. Okay, did we have any car registration fees? No. Did we own a home? No. We didn't donate to charity. We didn't have any medical expenses. And remember, those are all things, if you choose to do itemized deduction, that we can write off. And if they add up to more than that $12,000, then we don't have to pay on however much that dollar amount is, because those are all good things. That's why they want you to do them. So they're saying, okay, standard deduction is going to be the best bet for us, okay, instead of this. Because we didn't do any of those contributions. Okay, so now we're going to see if there's anything else that we could maybe apply for. Did we make any estimated tax payments? So that's kind of weird and funny. I would click Learn More to make sure I'm answering it correctly. What does that mean? Did I pay my income tax through my paychecks? Yes. No, what they mean is these are quarterly payments that you can make to the government in anticipation for your taxes. A lot of businesses do this, but usually you have taxes withheld from your paycheck, so it's a pay-as-you-go rather than pay at the time it's due, so we don't need it. These things are helpful, so click on them if you don't know. Did you contribute to your IRAs, which are types of retirement accounts? Nope. Did we use any money for a qualified education program? No. Did we get a home buyer credit? We didn't buy a home, so no. Adopt? We didn't adopt anybody, no. Okay, that's it. Those are all your tax breaks that you could potentially qualify for. Let's go ahead and keep going. Now, we have our income taxes paid. We're doing standard deduction. We're going to wrap up our tax breaks. Okay, continue. Now, let's see if we have any uncommon tax situations, which I can tell you already, we don't. Nope. No nanny or household employee. Do you want to apply your refund to next year's return? I always say no to this. You don't want the government to hold on to your money any longer. You are going to want to try to get your money back as soon as you can. Do you want to donate to the presidential campaign? That is up to you if you choose to do that when you're actually doing your own taxes. But no, we are not going to do that for Antonio. No identity theft. Okay. We'll go ahead and keep going. Okay. 1095A means that we had health insurance, so they didn't ask any health insurance questions because now your insurance or your insurance provider will send you these forms. We're going to just say we don't have one. Okay, so we're going to confirm everything. Yep, we're good here. For that 1095, you should always get one. Otherwise, you have to pay a tax penalty if you don't have health insurance. So make sure that you do include it when you have it. Just for these scenarios, we don't. Okay, our federal return is in great shape. We're going to review it. We're getting this much back from federal, and we can get this much back from California. If you want to know why, this will tell you why. Go ahead and click on it and read. I'm going to just click continue so you can see what to do. Okay, so then they're going to offer to do your state. If you remember, you fill out 2 of these. You're filing for federal, and then you have to also file for state. What they're going to do is transfer all your data you've already filled in to your state. Continue. TurboTax just makes it so easy. Nope, we didn't file. This is our first time filing, so you answer that question. No, we do not need to make an electronic payment. And no, we don't have any dependents. Okay, continue. So, California handles some things differently than maybe we do. They have some different options for pay you can report and education. We don't have any of this stuff. It's all fancy things that don't apply to the normal person, so we're going to go ahead and say we're done with the adjustments. We don't have any rent that we paid, so no. We don't qualify for renter's credit, obviously. We don't have any out-of-state untaxed purchases. Remember to just say no, and we're going to skip. Okay, they're going to try to save us some more money. They want us to revisit renting, but we are not going to do any of that. We're going to be done with taxes and credits. Do you want to donate? We're going to say no for now, but of course you can always choose to do that on your own. We're done with our tax situations. And let's check it over. Okay, everything looks good. We're done with state. Okay, so they're going to double check one more time, both your federal and your state. Make sure everything looks okay, that we're not missing anything, no mistakes were made. Here's our final numbers. So we're getting back a little over $1,000. Okay, and that's as far as you need to go. We're going to stick with our free version. So you guys will probably be slower when you go through these, but I just wanted you to have one to review. Okay, and here I'm back to our final numbers page, so I'm sorry for jumping. I had to edit the video because I went ahead without realizing I had accidentally clicked pause. So let me go ahead and go back through this part. Okay, so what I had done without realizing I went ahead of you is I went into step 1. I believe it said start like this box did. So go ahead and click start here, and there should be an option that lets you check to the box to import all the information from the tax return. So go ahead and check that box, and then we're going to continue. Then it's going to give you some more info. Go ahead and click start here for step 2. And please, for this, we're going to choose paper check because we don't have any bank information. So we're going to have them mail us a check. Again, because it's just a simulation. Otherwise, I highly recommend you do direct deposit with your bank information. You'll get your return a lot faster. Click continue. And we're going to do paper check for California too and verify all that information. Now we're on step 3. We're going to get ready to save your file and your returns. So let's go ahead and click start. Now what's really convenient for TurboTax is that they can e-file for you. They want the 6-digit code that they're quote unquote emailing to us. Just go ahead and enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to take anything because again it's a simulation. And let's get ready to e-file. So what I actually want you guys to do for my purpose so that you can turn in each time, I want you to choose file by mail and not e-file. So we're going to choose file by mail. What that means is they're going to give you the file to the document to download, and then we'll be able to print it out and mail it in. If you can download it, that way you can upload it to Google Classroom for me, since I'm going to be your quote-unquote IRS. Okay, so they want to confirm. Okay, so we're not going to e-file. So go ahead, out of these options, choose I did not file last year. Okay, we're going to say we don't have either because we're young. We have to have a driver's license. Let's choose driver's license. Oh, that's what I was afraid they were going to do. Go ahead and click skip. I just want to get to the page. Continue. They just want you to confirm all these. They're just double checking everything before they give you the documents. Okay. We're just going to continue again. They're going to have you give consent to disclose, meaning that they're going to let us have our papers. Okay. And then, let's just, there we go, 47654. Transmit my returns now is what you're going to click. So now it's going to finalize our returns for us and make them available in a PDF format. And this can take some time because it's a lot of sheets of paper that they draw up. Woo! We're not going to rate TurboTax, but you can in real life. Okay. We do not need free benefits. We just want the documents. Oh no, don't ever do your credit score. Let me go back. I did not mean to go. I think I should have clicked. I got ahead of myself there. Here we go. Let's click on our... Okay. So if you clicked like that with me, just click the back arrow. That you can't see that I did that because the screen cuts it off, but I clicked on the back arrow up here, that guy, and it took me back here. This is good. This is what we want. It's also just your tax home. Okay. And of course these are rejected because it's not real. But if you scroll down, here are our PDFs for you to be able to download. So you're going to click download/print return PDF. And then you can save it in your Google Drive file stream if you want. I'm going to give it a name. And you should too. So, oh, Antonio. So 2019 tax return is fine, but put the person's name in parentheses so you know which one is which. And then you can save it. That's the file that you're then going to upload to Google Classroom. So you'll go to the Antonio Google Classroom and you're going to upload this. And you can replace the W-2. You don't have to leave the W-2 with the spot. You're just going to turn it in from where you got the W-2 from. And you need to do that for each scenario. So this is going to take you time. Read through the scenarios specifically. They will give you all the information that you're going to need. Okay? And you should do just fine. And of course, email with questions. Join in our discussion group because hopefully everybody has similar questions so we can answer a lot of people's questions at once. All right, good luck. Goodbye.